Guys, I'm really excited. I'm here to do one of probably my favourite parts of the R.A.I.S.E Program. I'm here to interview my favourite R.A.I.S E Program student, Hilda Najya, who is the head prefect at St Mary's Namagunga. Hilda, it's great to see you again.
Thank you
How
very
you
much.
been?
This term has been a tough term, both academically and administrative-wise. As a head prefect, the challenges I've faced have been making decisions without the influence of my classmates. At times, you have to make a decision without necessarily consulting them, and that decision might affect them. Now, these are the ruling students.
Yeah.
They help you to run the school. So you have to find ways of satisfying them whilst you're doing the right thing, balancing books and my other roles. Yeah, that's a very big challenge. And dealing with a group of people who do not want to take up correction. It's not really pressure. It's all about the students knowing what they want. Yeah. Now that's how R.A.I.S comes in. It reminds us of what we want in life. Every Monday, if a person can tell us, a person reminds us of what we should be, instead of having a long term when we last heard about that at home from our parents, and maybe the next time we hear it on TV. Yeah. Now, if on a weekly basis someone tells you you have a dream, you can get that dream, you can be who you want to be in such a way, that is what counts. So that will keep you focused throughout that week, and then the following week when maybe your morale has gone down, you have another session to build you up again for another week. It has brought up a spark for the students. The one thing that I'm proud of is the creativity that these girls have come up with. I'm very, very happy and very proud of that. Today we are having the nouvelle enterprise group, which has organized a talent show. They brought their heads together, decided to make a talent show, and they have marketed it among the students. There isn't a single student who is going to remain in the dormitories. Everyone wants to go and see what is there. They have decorated. They have brought together ideas, they have trained their girls. Now before the years before we even had R.A.I.S, that was something which we used to have then, but that enthusiasm of it's a business idea which I brought up myself wasn't exactly there. It was just, we have to do it because it's part of our school. The headmistress says we have to have a talent show. But now it's a group of students who are taking it as a business. Yeah, their minds are, how are we going to get profits out of this? So they have organized it, yeah, and they have found avenues of getting money, the entrance, snacks, you know. So you can see if it was a real event in the real world, these girls could be doing something. Now, and if they're given the opportunity, definitely. Because we have one of our friends has been sent home from 6 because of school fees. And she cannot come back to school and study until when her school fees are complete. Now that's how that group has come up. The money the profits that they're going to make, they have minimized their input, yeah, but then the profits. And with that money, we shall be able to help another student to get education. That's a very good cause, we should say. Our leaders are incompetent and unreliable. They tell us things which they cannot deliver. You tell us you're going to do this, but it just remains as an idea within your mind. We want leaders who are practical, leaders who will get down to do the work which they have actually come up with. Now that's where the practical bit comes in with R.A.I.S. R.A.I.S helped us get the idea in the first session when they just joined in SIS. And right now in Form 6, we are now getting down to the practical bit. Our leaders, they stop at talking, yes, and then definitely the corruption, that the moral which of them is missing. And I'm glad in R.A.I.S we have had those sessions whereby we talk about God, the Bible, the Quran, to build the moral bit of a person. Our leaders need to be upright, morally upright, such that they set out the right example. If you as a leader, you are not exemplary, how do you expect the rest to follow you? Yes. So we need more leaders who are practical. Before R.A.I.S came, I was like any other student. You come to school, study, get a good report, take it back to your parents, and that's it. In March last year, when the R.A.I.S.E program came, in the first place, I should say I did not want to go when the headmistress came and told us, everyone go to the main hall, you have some people who are here to talk to you. I thought it was going to be like any other day, any other visitor who comes, talks, you jot down notes, and you walk away. Probably you'll never see that person again in your life. That's the end of it. Now, R.A.I.S.E came, the headmistress took the initial step, and us, we did the rest. Now we reached the hall, and there was this R.A.I.S.E facilitator called R.A.I.S.E. He spoke for less than an hour, but the words kept running through my mind. They started with making us different, giving us the right direction, the right attitude towards approaching these things. There are so many other talents which you could have hidden within us that we need someone to help to bring out. Yeah? Which our education system are not going to do that. Yet we have other dreams. We need someone to help us, someone to bring out that aspect in us. And we have grown to realize that given the R.A.I.S.E program. In R.A.I.S.E, we are asked to look for a problem within the community we are in. We are asked to make campaigns and find a solution. We identify the problems ourselves, and the solutions, we got them ourselves. That showed us that we are more than what we thought we are. It made us realize that we are capable of a lot, given the guidance that the R.A.I.S.E program gave us.
College Kisubi. He's in senior 1.
I like the R.A.I.S.E program because it teaches our children to believe in themselves.